This is day 3 of prep, and I'd say it's going pretty well. Today I really got the pots and pans out and started, so I can show you those once I'm done. But what I really wanted to do today, it's kind of crappy out. Not really much to do today, so I'm going to kind of go through how much it would cost to do a competition. It's something that's not really talked about a lot, and I think it's really important that you know before you get started, because I personally didn't know how much it cost. Going into it, I just kind of made that choice to start without really doing my research on price, because it's just not something that comes to mind when you start, First things first is get a membership with either NPC or OCB, and those are the organizations that are going to be running the shows. So usually it's a year membership, and a lot of the prices that I have listed out are averages, but some of them are also what I personally spent. So mine was $135. So I'm not sure how much OCB is. I think it's a little bit less. And then once you actually pay for the membership, it opens up the opportunity to register for actual shows. So once you pay for your membership, you can go and pick whatever show you need to pick and then register for the show and the classes. So the classes are usually $100 a piece, and on average you can do 2 to 3 classes. So that's another $300 right there. I last year only did 2 because the third option is open, and I knew I was going to do well in that one. I think I mentioned that in my last series. Diet coach. This varies immensely, so I guess have an average that I would say $200 a month on average. Just because the one I have now is a little bit less than the one I had last year. So it really depends on who they are, how big they are, how reliable they are, how qualified they are, all of those things. So next we're going to do posing coach. Now, posing coach, I never bought a posing coach last year, and I kind of wish I did, because I felt like I just wasn't as confident as I could have been on stage. So you don't have to do the whole prep with a posing coach. That's a little excessive in my opinion. It just depends on how confident you are. I personally would do 3 sessions. That's what a friend of mine did, and she did really well. And for her, it was about $40 a session. So just keep that in mind as well. 40 times 3. Once you get the coach, you're gonna have to get the food, right? So for me last year, it was about $70 a week. So just calculate that out. If you're doing a 16-week prep, or a 20-week prep, or a 30-week prep, and then multiply that by about 70, because you're going to have to keep changing up your meals. So you can't stock up really on food. You're going to have to, cook what you cook for the week, or maybe 2 weeks out if you know it's going to be the same. And keep going to the store, which is kind of hard for us right now because of quarantine. I'm trying to limit my trips, so I'm going to try to freeze some stuff, and I'm sure my coach will kind of work with me with that, but it is what it is. So let's get into the fun stuff, the glam. So suits. Listen, my very first suit last year, I made myself. I bought the plain suit for $100. And then when it came to it by the end, I ended up spending about $250, which is on average what you would be spending if you ordered a suit. This year, I bought mine $375. So, but it's everything I want. I don't have to mess with it. I don't have to glue gems on. I don't have to do anything. It's just boom, done. Angel competition bikinis, they are very specific on, waist size, anticipated weight loss, what you want, colors, and everything. Everything is completely on there, super detailed. I love it. So, go to them. And they give you like updates too on like how far along they are. It's really nice. So now we're going to go to shoes. The shoes aren't too bad. They're I paid $35 for them. The only thing that sucks for me is I had to buy them twice because I bought size 7s, which were too small for me, and then I bought size 8s and they were good, but I kept both because God forbid my size 8s broke on me right before a show. Then I would at least have the 7s. They were a little snug, but I could make do with them on stage for a little while. And then next, I personally paid $50 for all my jewelry because I went to an actual store and they were like real like diamonds. I didn't get the like costume jewelry online for like cheaper. Silly me though, because I feel like, you know, the jewelry isn't really the most important part, but I spent $50. You could probably get all the things you need for maybe $20. And then the nails, 9 nails, I went and got them done, $35, you know, your typical manicure. And then I did my toes myself because I don't know, I'm just cheap. And then you can pay to get your makeup done, which I am not recalling how much that cost. At the moment, I think $125. I got all my own stuff, did my own research, went on YouTube, looked up how to do your makeup for stage yourself, because I love doing my makeup, so I wanted to do it myself. And $60 for everything, you know, like, so once you get there, you have to pay for the hotel, which for me was a lot, like $370, but that's because it was near New York City. I would say on average $300. I don't know. It all depends on where your show is, in my opinion. Most shows are in big cities, so it's probably going to be a little more expensive. I put $300 in there just as an average. And then you have to get the tan, which you can order ahead of time, which for me was $125. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, there's obviously little things, just odds and ends. You know, getting a razor so you could shave your entire body before a show, you know, getting a pair of sheets for over the hotel bed, any like celebration snacks you want, whatever. But other than that, and then your gym membership, right? So other than that, I have the calculations, the totals, 20-week prep total, $3,910, and this is for Bikini. So if you're any other, you know, class, then I don't know. If you're doing a 16-week prep is $3,310. So you're saving $600 by doing 16 weeks, or 16 weeks instead of 20, but you might need those extra 4 weeks, so it's up to you. And then for me, since I've already done a show, my estimated 2020 prep calculation is $3,000. So I saved $900. Yay. Which is probably a little skewed because I paid extra for my suit because I got some fancy features on it. Alright, I'm going to show you my food. And then we'll be done. So I have 2 different meals right now, and I'm only actually eating these twice a day. It's kind of weird. I have chicken rice and broccoli in this one, turkey rice and asparagus in this one. And then I have these for like a lunch and then a mid-lunch. This is all my boyfriend's stuff. He meal prepped today too. And he has to have like half of these a day, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. But Dan.
What?
I just made a vlog.
Documenting my life.
Yes.
It's my life.
Okay guys, that was this video's topic. See you next time. Hopefully I'll be in the gym, but I doubt it. But I'm praying. This quarantine needs to end, folks.